Hey guys, I just want to talk to you about some more stuff today. I want to talk about stress. So, I had a conversation today with somebody at work, and they were just really stressed out. They have a lot of stuff going on, kind of like we all do, right? And it's fine, but sometimes you definitely need to talk about it. You need to talk to somebody, you need to let it out. And essentially, what I told her was that I'm glad that she had stress in her life. So I know that sounds weird. What am I talking about? Why? And I told her I was glad she had stress in her life because I have stress in my life too, and I know why I have stress in my life. And I have stress in my life because I choose to make things difficult for myself, and she chooses to make things difficult for herself. And that's because she's choosing to make a better life for her family, for everything she's doing in her life. She's working harder to better herself, to do things after work. I'm doing things every single day to better myself after work, during work, before work, and that's why I'm stressed out. So I'd say there's two different types of stress. There's stress to where you're at work and there's things out of your control, and that stress is going to happen. That's work stress, right? There is also the stress of life, and I think that you would not have the typical stress of life if you didn't seek to do something more for yourself. If you didn't, try to be a better you. If you didn't try to go to the gym every day at 4:30 in the morning. If you didn't try to, study for a better job, or if you didn't try to, save more for a better house, or save more for a better whatever you're looking for, then you would have no stress. But those things add stress, but you're choosing those, and those are good things, and you have to remind yourself, I have to remind myself that those are good reasons to be stressed out. Yes, stress, needs to be mitigated, it needs to be controlled, but the stress is there is because I'm pushing myself to be something better. I'm pushing myself to be the person I know I can be. So I would say to this person, and I did say to this person, you have to be able to control the stress, mitigate the stress, not let it control your life. But at the same time, this stress is good because that means you're pushing yourself harder. You're putting yourself in uncomfortable positions, and you need to put yourself in uncomfortable positions to break out from the pack. And you're not going to break out from the pack in a comfortable position because the pack is in a comfortable situation. They're in the middle of the pack, and they're safe. But breaking out of the pack, putting yourself in that uncomfortable position, those uncharted territories, is going to allow you to stay broken out from the pack and to be in that situation to where you better your life. And of course, there's not just two types of stress. Like I said in the beginning, I said that to drive home the point that in this situation, you can kind of break stress down the middle. That's how I tell myself. There's stress, some stress you can't control, and then there's stress that I add to my life, whether I know it or not. And I'm telling you and I'm telling myself that I am adding that to my life because I choose to take the hard path. Unless you're okay with just living your life the way so many other people just go through their life existing. And some of that's cliche, but it has a lot of meaning and there's a lot of truth to it. So my takeaway would be to reflect, and every time you have stress, maybe kind of analyze yourself and realize that it's not always a bad thing, and maybe I'm putting myself in this situation and that's not a bad thing. And to embrace the stress, to regulate it, to not let it control you. You control it, and you control your path.